What is going on, everybody? We are skipping the intro today because Polygon Matic is finally at the moment of truth that we've been talking about for multiple months at this point. Now, over the last few months, what we have been tracking from Polygon Matic has been from the swing high down to the swing low, the Fibonacci retracement that we are seeing at this exact point in time. And what you can see is that we are approaching the golden pocket, the 618 to 786 zone, which either acts as the door for opportunity or it acts as a wall of destruction. Now, I'm not going to get super deep into how Fibonacci's are calculated, but just to make it simple, historically speaking, whenever you calculate your Fibonacci retracement, the 618 to 786 level is the level that is the most likely to reject the price to the downside, but if cleared, it is the most likely to really send the price to the upside. And so that's why I said it either acts as the door of opportunity, because if we break above it, we're usually real good for continuation. But if we do get rejected off of it, the rejections are typically rather brutal. Okay. And as you can see here, we are finally reapproaching that 618 to 786 golden pocket for Matic. What we can see is that we have approached it before. We came back up to it back here on November 6th, but as we did just literally get right up to it, we saw the FTX crash that happened, which did then force the price to the downside quite substantially. What you can see here is that off of this rejection, we did get a push to the downside of almost immediately 42%, and at the very bottom, it was closer to 43% later on in January. And so because of that, that then does beg the question of what is going to happen next. You see, whenever we get up to this level, oftentimes a rejection is, pretty likely, because again, this is the level that is the most likely to reject us. But on the train that Matic's been on recently, on this beautiful wave to the upside that has been putting in, I would say that it is very possible that this could be the moment where Matic is capable of breaching into this $1.26 level and is then capable of seeing some strong growth to the upside, even in the short term. And if what I want to do is kind of just show you historically what happens if we're capable of doing that, okay? So let's just make this real easy. First and foremost, we're going to just look at some charts. We're going to look at some history, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this previous high that we put in May of 2021 and draw our range low down all the way to July of 2021 in the summer lull. So what you're going to do, draw the Fibonacci in, and we can kind of assess what happened at the 618 to 786 box. What you can see in this example is that the price came up, worked its way all the way back up to it, got into it, but was incapable of holding it as support, got rejected, tried again, failed to hold support again, and then was rejected to the downside. Off of this rejection bottom to top, we saw about a 40% correction, which is what we saw recently. But in this scenario, we were capable of coming back down, holding this higher low, and then using that to finally break it, successfully hold it as support, and then put in a new all-time high. As the moment that we were capable of breaking it right here was the sign that this new all-time high was coming, and we did get a pump of over 100% once that support was established. And so what you can see is that historically speaking, this level is extremely important. You can even look at it on a smaller time frame. What we're going to do is we're going to go swing high to swing low right here. Look at this. We come up, boom, we get rejected, we get forced back down. Price capitulates, we set the higher low. We are then capable of setting it above, getting the high above that 786 zone. So we broke it, and then what happened? Boom, we set that new high, okay? And every single time that we have been capable of clearing that 786 level for Polygon, we have been in a fantastic position to see a new high. So in the macro sense, what we can see is that this is the moment of truth. This is the moment of decision making. Are we going to get rejected? If we get rejected, it could be up to 40% to the downside based off of history. But if not, even if we do get a rejection, hold the higher low, and finally break into this level, we could be in a position in which Polygon Matic starts to track towards a new all-time high. You have to understand, we have been talking about this for almost a year now, that Matic was likely going to lead the charge into the next bull run. And even if it does go slow, even if a pullback is necessary, I do believe the moment that we're capable of breaking this zone, which tops out at $1.86, Matic's probably in position to see $3, maybe even $4. And so because of that, this is the moment of truth. In the short term, you need to be paying very, very close attention to this interaction here. It wouldn't surprise me still if we did see some type of rejection or some type of pullback in which we allow this RSI to reset. We are getting bearish divergence in which we're seeing lower highs and higher highs. So typically speaking, some type of rejection could happen. But I'm not going to guarantee that. I'm not going to say that it has to, because Matic has been on a tear. So all I want you to do right now is to simply watch if we are capable of breaking $1.26 to the top side. If we're capable of doing that, we want to see the daily closes above it. We need to stay within it. We don't want to see this happen, right? In which we got in it and we saw ourselves get above $1.26, but we were unable to get these daily closes, and then we got rejected nearly 50%. We want to see the daily closes above $1.26, and if we're capable of doing that, Matic could be in position to continue this run to the top side, even if it is some type of consolidation that happens first. So pay very, very, very close attention to this interaction here, and as it does continue to move, I will continue to update you as it plays out. Now, make sure that you do go subscribe to my newsletter in the description. It is completely for free, but I do include technical analysis on Polygon Matic every Monday and every Friday, so make sure that if you want to stay as up to date as possible with Matic, you do go subscribe to that so you never miss an update from me. So with that said, that is going to be about it. Of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's quick update, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.